everybody. I've been a Hurricane fan forever through the good and the bad. I'll be a Miami Hurricanes fan for life. I live in West Virginia, so believe me, I hear this poopy all the time. I don't want to say the other word because I don't want to.
Right, I'm right there with you, John. I've been here through the good and the bad, and I'll still be here tomorrow. Either way.
Exactly.
Not, I'm not gonna come on here and cry for an hour and a half. We lost.
The general overall point we're making is, okay, get your way and fire Gaddis after the first year. Guess what the offense is doing? Starting back at square one again next year.
Right.
It is very rare that you get a situation where Urban Meyer, who, say what you will about him with all the controversies, we're not going to get into that, but he's one of the best college football coaches of all time. It is very rare that you will get an Urban Meyer to go into a team like Ohio State, who I think they went like 7-5, 6-6 the season before he got there, and they go 12-0 his first year. You know where that happens? NCAA 14, where you're using the teams and you're playing every game on the easiest difficulty. Or if you're just good at the game, yeah, you'll go 12-0.
Well, guess who that didn't happen with? Who some people call the greatest coach of all time, Nick Saban.
Nick Saban, and he lost to UL Monroe, which I know we've brought this up before, but where people say that, well, Nick Saban lost to UL Monroe year one, and Mario now lost to Middle Tennessee, or Manny lost to FIU. So Manny's going to be just like Nick Saban because Nick Saban lost to a Group of 5 team. That's not how I'm bringing it up, but yeah, we're just making the point that year one is normally rough for coaches, and it is very rare that you get a Urban Meyer 12-0, Dennis Erickson winning the national championship his first year, or Larry Coker too with the 2001 team, first-time head coach winning the national championship. Of course, that's the greatest college football team of all time, but still.
I agree, John. I like John. He's realistic. Seems like a cool guy. We're pretty bad, honestly, but love the Hurricanes always. See, that's where I'm at. I mean, I can look at the game and go, oh, man. But we did improve off of not last week because we were on a bye, but, from 2 weeks ago. We did look like a better football team. Tyler Van Dyke looked a hell of a lot better.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and that was my whole argument about Middle Tennessee was that I'm not calling it a fluke because you don't lose in a fluke by that many points, but it's an anomaly.
Exactly, Miami 21. Miami 21 Hurricanes. Miami has the worst drivers. No, he says down here where foreigners arrive in Miami and have a BMW within 2 weeks of the country. He got some crazy Russians driving around in their new BMW.
I'm just sitting here in the back seat, and I see like 6 cars break all at once. And yeah, man, like I've had Miami drivers do some pretty crazy things to me on the road. I hate driving.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me. I am going to pick one out here. Highlight Ohio Hurricanes comment. Says, I'm glad to see these guys are happy with another loss. Nobody up here is happy with a loss.
No, James Williams was screaming on the field after the loss. I literally saw it with my own eyes.
No, I think he's speaking of us. Yeah, I think he's speaking of us. I'm glad these guys are happy with another loss. Well, thank you, Ohio Hurricane, for tuning in. The only thing I'm happy about is that you are here. I appreciate you coming in.
I mean, it's the point you made earlier, Foles. It's the point you made earlier. What are we supposed to get on here? It's come on here and cry on our beer for an hour that they lost, or look at what they did right and can continue to do right and what they can fix going forward to win games.
Yeah, it would be a hell of a lot easier to come on here and do a post-game show that we won. But either way, we're here and we're doing this. Just trying to have fun with it. So, jump in here with us and have a good time, man. I mean, we all of us know we could have, should have won that game. I mean, yeah, it sucks that we lost, but here we are. Let's talk about it.
But see, the reason that I'm in a good mood even after this loss is because there is a difference between what this coaching staff is doing and what the previous coaching staff did, and that's night and day obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I do think we're going to continue to improve as the season goes along.
And even beyond that, even after the season's over, and I mean, this coaching staff is filled to the brim with A++ recruiters. So they're going to bring in the talent. This team is going to get more talented and get even better going forward.